I get it. I completely get it. I want to make a narcissist feel sorry for what they did, because I understand it is not okay what they did. But there is one way. There is one way that you can make a narcissist feel sorry for what they have done to you. Watch this video because I'm going to tell you how. Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So today we're going to be talking about how to make a narcissist feel sorry for what they have done. And not because you are a bad person, not because you want revenge, not because of any of those things, because you're nasty, you want to do what they don't, you want to stoop to their level. No, I know that that's not why you want to do this. No, you are going to make a narcissist feel sorry for what they did, but there is only one way and there is only one thing that you can do that will make them feel this. And I want to talk about this in the video. But before I do, I just want to mention that I do go live on this channel every week. And every week we have so much fun on the live. You know, like if you've got questions or you've got queries, you've got things that you want to ask, you know what, join the live. Join the live, guys. You know, like there's this chat, the live chat that's going on. Like that's the whole thing separate to this. Like it's really good to see that the community is connecting with one another. And do you know what? I just think it's so wonderful. I really do. Anyway, so if you've got questions or anything like that, please know that I do go live on this channel once a week. So my friends, you want to make a narcissist feel sorry for what they have done. It is not acceptable what they have done. It is absolutely awful. The things that they have said made you feel so insignificant, like you mean nothing to them, you know. And also let's not beat it around the bush, you know, like how they have made you, you know, give so much of yourself, so much of this unconditional love, like you've put them first before you, because you believed in them, you loved them, and you thought that this relationship was going to basically last forever. And you know what? Yes, they also made you believe that with their future faking, with their fake promises and the rest of it. And none of that happened. And the thing is, this is not fair. This is so not fair what has happened. But there is a way that you can get your power back. There is a way that you can come back from this, because I understand that your ego is probably thinking like, oh my God, how can this person have done all of those things to me? And they've got away with it. They're probably with someone new. They're having the time of their life, although they're making you believe that they are having the time of their life, but they are not. Believe me, they are not. That's all part of the illusion. And so you see, it makes it really hard to be able to move on when you know that this person has done this to you, made you feel absolutely awful, insignificant. And do you know what it is? What you're going to do is you're going to go silent. You're basically going to ignore them. And you're like, Anushka, is this what this video is about? Yes. Okay, but hear me out, right? The thing is, when you go silent, when you disappear, when you give them nothing from yourself, do you know how much that actually affects them? Do you know how much that will actually hurt them? More so than going head to head with them, like saying all these nasty words to them, telling them what you think about them. This, okay, going silent, saying these things is going to hurt them more. Because the worst thing for a narcissist, like literally the worst thing, is to be ignored. They can't stand that. They just literally cannot deal. So if you go silent on them, they're just, do you know what? They're not going to know how to handle it, because look at it this way, right? You have to look at these things in a different way, okay? They look to you, your emotional validation, your behavior, your triggers. Remember, they have studied you. They know you. Equally, you also know them. But what they do is they use your triggers. They know how to press your buttons. They know which are your buttons, so they know how to press them. Okay, so they use all of that information to basically get a rise out of you, to basically get their needs met. So if you take that away from them, if you stop giving them that regard, they're not going to know what your next move is. They're not going to be able to anticipate your next move. So if you're taking something away from them and they're not going to be able to understand or know what your next move is, you're the one that is in control, because they use what you say, what you do, how you're feeling. They use that as information, okay, to use against you. So what I mean by that is, say, for example, you run into them and they're being extra nice. They're being nice to you because they want something from you. All right, so you know that that is the manipulation. You know that they want something from you. And so they ask you how you are. And you are like, oh, I haven't been sleeping. I've been doing too well. I've been missing them. I've just not done so good. And your answer is, yeah, I'm a bit tired. It's just been a bit rough for me, but you know, whatever, I'm okay. You know how a narcissist is going to interpret that? That you still want them back, that you're vulnerable and weak, you're tired, you're easy to manipulate. So they're going to use all of that information from a simple hi, how are you? And they're going to use that against you. Meaning that they will tell you false truths. They'll tell you something that you want to hear. They might even say that you're too tired to look after the children, for example. That is how a little bit of information may or can be used against you. So if you're not giving any of that information, so they ask you how you are, you say, yeah, fine, good. You don't even ask how they are. That is how you basically are able to get a narcissist back. This isn't about revenge. This isn't about getting your own back on a narcissist. Revenge for a narcissist, do you know what? I'll be honest with you, it doesn't even work, because, yeah, you might feel better temporarily. And believe me, you could go head to head with them. You could have it out with them. You could play these games. But what you're doing is you're stooping down to their level. You are playing the same behavior, energy, the same mind game that they would play with you. So to be honest with you, they are always going to win. And I'm not saying that to be horrible. And I'm not saying that you're not adequate enough to be able to make this work. But the thing is that I'm saying is that narcissists do this for a living. And yet they've been doing this for years. All right. And they have been making people feel awful. They've been playing these mind games with so many people for such a long time, since childhood. So you're going to go against someone who is really good at doing this, because you know what? They have got nothing to lose. They don't care how they make you feel. They don't care how you are going to interpret this. They don't care how it is going to destroy your life. They have got nothing to lose. They don't care. They don't see this in the same way that me or you do. They want this. They want you to react like this. They want a reaction from you. But if you're not going to give them a reaction and you're going to respond, guess what? You're the one that is going to be in power here, in control. Because remember, this is a power play. That's what mind games are. They are a power play. So when you take all of that attention, all of that focus, everything off of them, then you're the one that's going to win. Not that it's a game. And I know you're not playing a game, but this is the only way to do it. You have to go silent. You have to stop all communication. You've got to give them no regard, nothing. This is what they want. Remember, it doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative. They want that. They want this from you. So that's what they're doing. They're enticing you to, basically, you to give them a reaction. And what you have to remember is that they want this from you. So why are you going to give them something that they want? To be able to get your own back is to go silent, to retreat, to take your energy back, to take your emotions back, to take, you know, your well-being back, and turn that around and give that back to you. Because what you're doing is you're putting their focus, your focus, all onto them. Whether it's positive or negative, even when you're cursing them, even when you're talking about them, you are sending out that energy. And they love it. They can feel it. Please know that they can feel it. So you need to take that back. You need to concentrate on yourself. and you need to literally ignore them. You need to go silent treatment. Do you know how they do it to you? You know when they go silent on you, you can see what it does to you. It's so hurtful. It's so nasty, like to remove all communication for like no reason. Not that you have done anything to deserve it, but they do it to manipulate and control you. So when you remove that from them, think about it, how it's going to affect them. Someone who is so obsessed, who is so focused on getting attention, they're going to hate this. That is the only way to basically defeat a narcissist. That's how you get your own back. So guys, I really hope that this video helps you to understand this in a different way. You've got to understand that the games that they are playing, it's just, you've got to see this from a different perspective. It's not the same way that me or you would do this, sure, but you're not dealing with someone who has the same perspective on life like me or you. So if you are someone who is going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. I've also got a mentorship and a journal club. And if you're interested in joining, please see the description box below. This will be great for someone who is already receiving counseling and therapy. This will be a great tool to use alongside that. I also have a Discord server, which is absolutely free for you to join. And it's a community of like-minded individuals, people who may have gone through similar experiences like you. So if you would like to reach out and connect, I would say do that, because it will be really good for you for like peer support. Please see the description box below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.